welcome to the Rando Convo. What's going on, bro?
It'd be so unnatural, bro.
It's like an unnatural opening, you know?
No, bro. I don't even. All right, whatever. It just don't even feel like an opening.
I had to catch you by surprise. How are you doing this week?
I'm alive when I'm well, Nick. I mean, no complaints. I'm living the dream. I just don't know if it's the right dream. We'll figure it out.
Me too. It's a good description on what's going on. But at the end of the day...
Oh, my God. Just the way you started that was so well. Go ahead.
At the end of the day, bro, like, I can't get stressed out about what's going on in the news. I'm just, like, burying myself in media, you know?
It's very tiring to keep up with the news nowadays. I don't know if it's because, like, it's so accessible. We can always get to it no matter what hour of the day we can get to the news. But to keep up with current events, I mean, as weird as that may sound,
to me, it's not hard. I just keep my phone on and just have Reddit on.
Yeah,
like, when shit happens, I get a Reddit alert like, oh shit, that sucks.
After a while, I feel like me personally, at least, I just want to disconnect.
You know how bad it is, bro. I was looking forward to this game called. You ever heard of Hogwarts Legacy?
No.
It is an open world like Harry Potter game.
Okay.
Have you ever played like Bully?
No.
Damn, you never played Bully?
No.
So it's like a game where you're like a student. But it's like Grand Theft Auto. So it's like you're a student like in a school, but you can do Grand Theft Auto type shit.
Okay.
So it's like that's what this kind of is, but it's Harry Potter. So it's been highly announced.
Okay. And
I just like, I'm listening to just people talk about it, and it's just like, just negativity.
So positive feedback.
It's like, J.K. Rowling hates trans people. I'm like, damn, like the game looks good though, you know? Like the game looks good though.
How do you feel about the game?
I think the game looks good. But then when I scroll down on the YouTube comments, I'm like, nobody should buy this game. I'm like, damn, like this the heat immediately, you know?
Am I tripping, or are comments just like it? Just in general, are comments like the new, like?
I mean, she's done more than. I mean, it's not must watch, but it's more so to me.
I feel. Go ahead.
No, to me, it's just the comments. They set the tone. I scroll down real quick. I'm like, damn.
I feel like in some events, the comments are even more entertaining than the video. At like, depending on what you're watching, what you're going on.
Yeah, that's true.
But like, I feel like comments have really turned into like modern day communication. As weird as like we don't talk to nobody. We have cell phones not to call people, but we don't know who these people are. I swear to God, I don't know who these people are on most of these comment sites.
It's like I feel it, but then I see like 17K, people agree with this comment. I'm like, damn, that's a lot of people. It's a lot of fucking people, you know?
It'd be shit like
it's
that.
The first comment. And then the second comment's the same thing. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, this is
how the people feel.
And it's like, look, I get it. Sure, like, she's horrible. I'm not trying to make that argument right now.
That's a discussion in itself.
Yeah, I'm not trying to have that conversation. But she's horrible. I completely agree. She's horrible.
I feel like
she don't represent my views. Yeah. But, like, this is a video game. I've been waiting on this game all my life. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like anything attached to her name now is getting the cancel treatment, and that's a shame.
And to me, that's just the news lately. It's like I hear about some good shit, then some bad shit will come up.
Oh, nah. I feel like I hear about two bad things, and then maybe a good thing will come up.
I mean, my thing is, it's good to be a gamer this year. There's a lot of gamer shit coming out this year. And I mean, anime-wise, pretty good year for anime too. But sports-wise, it's crazy.
Oh, crazy.
We'll get to that.
Started off with a bang, definitely. Nick, you don't outlier that way. Come on, we gotta ease people into that. You don't want to ruin this.
I mean, the other thing. I mean, we talking about Russia. We might as well just clear the elephant in the room right now.
Is it an elephant, Nick?
What animal would you classify Russia as?
I don't.
Pick an animal. No, pick an animal.
As this situation?
I mean, what is Russia like? Elephant in the room? What do you think they are?
I have to really come up with an animal-based comparison for the rest of the situation.
I'm saying.
I would definitely say this is like a gorilla.
They're the gorilla?
They're the gorilla. And it's wandered into a forest where it is not the head gorilla.
What was the animal? Maybe I'll change from elephant. What was the animal that was like, he's like hyenas. That's why I feel like Russia is. It's just like,
okay,
they're just toying with the world. It's just toying with the world. It's like, yeah. Because think about it, like Russia has been kind of doing this for a while.
Word.
And they're just like, yeah, we're gonna This is our topic. We're gonna legalize piracy. We're just gonna do that. Like what?
I'm about to cut you off, Dave. We can do the random thoughts.
That's true.
This has been a weird beginning.
What's your random thought?
Damn, this is deeper than rap. Random thought. Here we go. We didn't even greet the people. I feel like we've just been all over the place.
I think we did greet the people.
Yeah, I feel like you more greeted me, but that's besides the point. We get into the random thought. Look, people, it's crazy times. You know how the vibes is. I feel like no cap for as crazy as the times are. People are moderately just keeping their lives moving, and I kind of respect the hustle. But if shit hits the fan, I'm very curious to see how niggas act. But that's not got really nothing to do with the random thought. Well, it kind of does. Talk to people, communicate with people. Life's too short to just be beefing over nothing. I said this once, I'm gonna say it again. Take care of yours. Talk to yours. There's no reason to have sour notes over a conversation. Whatever it will be. Time passes. Take care of yours. Randall thought.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. You know I'm out here with the bars. Go ahead, Nick. What's your random thought?
My random thought's more on the negative tone.
Ooh, negativity.
Because it just happened.
Words.
Like maybe like 4 hours ago, I went to the movie theater.
Nick.
Do not bring your babies into movie theaters.
Nick.
Do not.
Did you see a movie and a baby was in your theater?
Yeah.
Oh. You want to tell the people what movies are?
I went to go see Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
Where the new, I guess the newest anime movie to hit the films.
I would argue it's not the best anime movie I've ever seen.
Okay.
Far from it, actually.
Okay. Ooh, that was a pretty sound.
That's funny. But it's not the best anime movie I've ever seen, for sure.
Okay.
But this is the best, like, shonen, like, tie-in movie I've ever seen. Like, you think of, like, the Dragon Ball Z movies.
I see what you're saying.
You think of, like...
Movie series, movies.
Yeah, it's not... Like I'll say, it's not Spirited Away. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that.
To this day, that movie traumatized me.
But all those type of movies, nah. It's not Premiere. Like, there's a whole bunch of anime. It's not Ghost in the Shell. It's not that.
Got you.
But as, like, an anime shonen movie, this is perfect. It was an absolutely perfect movie.
It's a prequel film, is it not?
Yeah. So, apparently the history, I read the manga.
You don't have to spoil nothing.
I'm not spoiling nothing. No. I'm not going to spoil the manga.
Got you.
This was the original concept for Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay. Like, this is what the author, Gege Akatami, I think their name is.
Word.
They submitted this to Jump. And it was like, yeah, we're going to make a shot of this. We want you to change the main character. But we love this. Oh. And so he did that. I'm sorry, they did that. And then this has always just been kind of like, people didn't know if it was canon or not. Word. And it's been confirmed as canon. So it's the prequel.
So this is the prequel. I like that.
And think about that. Like, there's no other anime shonen movie that you can say, like, is comfortably canon. You know? Like, this is the literal start to the show.
Fate Stay Night. Or the Fate series.
They're a visual novel. That's a little different. Okay. Like, that's a little different. It's like, that starts with a visual novel.
Sure. We're saying this is
like on Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Bleach, like in that tier of show, like those shonens. None of those like have like a movie besides like the little Dragon Ball Z movie with Brawly. You know, like that happens like in Super kind of. Like we're talking like a prequel movie. You know what? Dragon Ball Z had one. Okay. The Bardock jump.
Got you.
Besides that, like.
So there is an outlier. This has kind of been done before.
That one time, yeah. But this one was the original concept of the show.
Don't lose your random thought, Nick.
You got me on this train. But yeah, you're right. So, my random thought is... I already saw a random thought. But the point why I said the random...
Just the baby?
It was baby, yeah. That's it. I don't want to go deep into it.
It's... Don't bring babies to movie theaters. That's the random thought.
That was. You know, I was done with it. Yeah, the random thought is don't bring your baby to movie theaters. There's not really much to the story besides the baby cried the whole time. You know?
I really thought you was going somewhere with that shit.
There were no moments of like different times the baby cried. The baby just cried and talked the whole time. You know? Like not even like at specific scenes. It was obvious the kid wasn't watching the movie. They're just like randomly screaming. And it was a really traumatizing movie too. It's one of the more violent anime movies.
I mean, Nick, I really thought you were going somewhere with that.
I was just describing it just to guys and like.
I see where you were going on that point, but I really thought the Rando thought was gonna lead to something besides a baby crying. I truly did.
I was honestly done with the Rando thought, to be honest.
I'm sorry.
I said the baby cry, don't bring your baby, and then I started describing just to guys.
Yep, that's on me, bro. That's all. I clearly missed that.
It's all good.
Holy fuck, that's a hilarious Rando thought.
This might be the funniest beginning we've ever had.
It's so random.
Rando Convo pod. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into our main topic.
We're getting into the topic.
Let's just get into it, bro.
We're going straight into it. What's got you so giddy up about piracy, Nick?
So if you don't know,
If the streets don't know,
if you fans don't know, Russia has legalized piracy. I never thought we'd get here. I never thought we'd get to a point where piracy would be legal in any country.
I just feel like now that that's happened, I wonder where else we can really do. Like you said, you never thought we'd get to the point where piracy is legal. I wonder what's
next.
What's next? What's on the board? But continue what you're saying. Continue on piracy. It crossed my mind.
It's like, with it being legal now, it's either gonna go two ways here, specifically here.
I mean, does anyone pay for cable in Russia now? What's the point?
I don't think you can. Unless I don't know if maybe Russia has their own cable, like in terms of I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm very ignorant to Russian culture of how they consume their media.
I have no idea what's going on over there.
But I know what's increased over there.
Piracy.
Man.
But if they do pay for cable, I feel like that's dead. That's done no more. You don't got to. The streets got you.
But I think their cable, everything there for the most part is state run. So it's like the state's just like
it's like how China do it.
Maybe it costs a lot to maintain that, and the state's just just legalize piracy. They're gonna do their own thing.
Go ahead, Dave. Where you going?
Piracy, it's an all-time easy thing to get into. I feel like when we were younger, it was kind of harder. Niggas had LimeWire and shit, but it would take forever to download shit. You know.
I kind of feel like it's always been around.
It's always been around, but it's been obviously a second option. Because think about when Spider-Man 2 would have came out when we were younger. You're getting the phone, somebody recording on their phone, or somebody recording on
that.
You know what I'm saying? Now, bruh, you get the 4K.
That's I see where you're going at that, but I remember watching Naruto and Dragon Ball Z through through the streets and all that.
Yeah, but you're doing it with all the porn ads and you know what I'm saying. You have to click out the pop-ups and shit.
You had to make it work.
You're getting 4K Dragon Ball Z and Naruto.
No, you're not getting.
And it's legal in your country, and you're downloading 100 of them at once. It's that's insane.
Anyone doing that's a little wild, to be honest with you.
And there's systems now where you have stream, it's this thing called Plex. I don't know if there's other ones, but it's a server, and it nests all your shit.
I'm sorry, I forgot the time once again.
Damn.
This is a running joke at this point.
Damn.
I feel like every episode.
I feel like you've successfully timed us at a ratio of Russell Westbrook's field goal percentage.
Nah, bro.
I feel like that's a fair adjustment.
1 for 3.
Man, I don't know. It's been more than 3 times.
If I had to rate it,
if we did all the seasons,
oh, Nick,
that's Russell Westbrook percentage.
Nick, Russ shoots what, 40, low 40s,
41 maybe.
All right, I will give myself 45 on a good note. Maybe you're not wrong.
Maybe
I'm not close to 50.
No, you're Russell Westbrook. It's Russell Westbrook. But
all right, whatever, bro. I be trying, bro. I always remember 10 minutes into the episode, bro. I don't even know what you were saying. I'm just
at least you attempt. At least you attempt. But back to piracy.
Please.
I feel that it's there's so many easy routes to piracy and making it convenient where you're literally playing on your PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, or Xbox. You're playing your pirated content.
I feel like we are looking at through our lens because obviously that's what we can do. We can only use what we have going for us. I have no idea how shits work, Russian streets look. I'm assuming there's a Russian Reddit.
I mean, you think of hackers. I think Russian hackers are I do think Russian hackers. I do think that they have pretty good technology there.
I'm sure. I mean, everyone's got a dark side of the web type shit.
Yeah.
But I have no idea how the common Russian gets to the streets. If that makes sense. So
but the streets are the option. You know what I'm saying?
Now they don't have to
it's hard to. It's kind of hard in America per se. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you have your shit. If you pirate, you know what I'm saying, you have a VPN. I guess it's there. bro, like you don't even need a VPN anymore.
Oh my god, this is dry stitching.
Like it's crazy. It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if
my biggest concern is, so let's say, like obviously everyone's got their sites they go to, right? You don't really know who's running your stuff. I don't know if you do, you don't. I don't know who's really running my stuff. Let's say my stuff is being run by Russia,
right?
Or Russians, any correlation. Right now in America, anything correlated with Russia is bad. Get shut down, get tagged, get red flag. So like,
yeah,
I'm very as much as there's good news for optimism, because we might be getting the next Marvel movie 4K subtitles, all that branded. What if like I wake up tomorrow and like I get to my site and it's like that joint got the black window of death, nothing going on. It's like, damn, I guess that's my joint was fucking with Russia.
That's definitely the dark side of what could happen.
Yeah,
and that's real.
That could have happened real. Any day, you feel me? Like I could wake up tomorrow and that could actually happen. But like,
it would be a sad day.
It always is, man. Because
niggas will be crying in the streets.
You ever have a good like reliable joint and that joint really get shut down?
I feel like one person in every neighborhood will be pissed. I feel like it's safe to assume if you live in like a neighborhood, one person in that neighborhood is at least pirating. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
at
bro,
least.
I feel like I said, this is just straight dry stitching. But
people pirate. You know what I'm saying? And are proud of that shit.
If we were to take like a poll and like literally force people to be honest about it, I would not be surprised if it was over 50% of the American public.
Do you remember when those Amazon like Prime sticks, people would like mod their shit?
Yeah, I still do.
I don't do that anymore. I just don't like how that works. But like,
I don't have one.
My mom had one of those, and I was like, "Mom, that's piracy." She's like, "No, it's not." I'm like, "Yes, it is."
You jailbroken in this motherfucker, yo.
I'm like, "Yes, it is."
You gotta go get it how you.
Amazon didn't ship that thing like that, you know.
Bro, it's a $200 purchase. Have someone hook it up.
It's not even that. It's like $99.
Where they finesse the prices now?
Yeah.
Huh? All right, that's besides the point. The point is, no one's safe at this point. We're wilding. There's new rules.
Yeah.
We're figuring shit out as we go. Like I said, if you'll wake up tomorrow and your site shut down, it might have been Russia. Who knows? But like, shoot, at least you had the phone while you had it. I feel like any closing thoughts to this? I feel like it kind of went out pretty smooth.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do think that there's room for piracy to just blow up, because I do feel like these companies are, the only downside is they might try to police it, but they might just say, yo, like enough people are streaming this shit.
I feel like if something gets too popular, it gets too much attention, there's always trouble brewing.
But bro, like, are we really gonna act like there's not attention on these things?
Yes and no.
Like, do you think if Disney could have done it, they would have done it by now?
I feel like the number isn't enough of people.
But I'm saying, like, their streaming jump makes them the majority of their money now.
I believe that.
And it's like, the reality is, bro, I can go to Disney Plus, go on my computer, rip that shit, and just send it to people.
This is true.
That's what piracy is.
But at least you pay for Disney Plus.
That's all it takes, one person. Like,
that's all it is.
You know what else is piracy that niggas don't talk about? You sharing your Netflix password. That's piracy.
This is true.
It's like,
we've been doing it, but Netflix still gets theirs.
No matter what happens,
as long as
piracy adjusts. Piracy is a concept.
But as long as someone is signing into their account and paying for the streaming thing, they've done their job.
But that's what piracy is based on. Piracy is based on one person owning something and sharing it with everybody.
This is the truth.
That will never change. It's the manner of it changes.
That's the fundamentals of piracy. But on the terms of policing it, I don't think at this moment the pros outweigh the cons. There's just not enough people to go and really chase the streets. And like, I mean, you're unleashing hell at that point if you start fighting with the public on what niggas.
I mean, how long has Dana White been talking about getting rid of illegal streams?
He be working, bro. I'm telling you.
But do he though?
No, he be working, bro.
But
the MMA streams are truly getting more difficult to put up.
But are you able to watch your match?
Oh no, I'm always getting my match.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's gotten harder, yes, but you're always able to watch your match. You might have to click a couple times.
My man is putting any other sport, because
Are you team 2 tabs?
Define
2 tabs. One is your stream. The other one is the backup stream, just in case.
No, I'm not team 2 tabs.
Gotta have 2 tabs, bro.
Nah, bro.
Gotta have 2 tabs.
I got one reliable tab. If it don't work out, we panic.
You gotta have the one ready.
Nah, I feel like
that's the difference between missing a knockout and not.
I feel like I gotta trust the tab I got.
I do trust the tab.
But just in case.
Just in case.
Nah,
Just in case.
I go one tab. But
I feel like that's a good
comparing,
way to...
Comparing to all the other events or sporting or whatever I stream, MMA streams are definitely the hardest to find nowadays. Just I'm saying, Dana putting in work better than all these other niggas.
Do you watch NFL streams?
Yes. Not hard to come by though.
I honestly, NFL streams are fine to me because I have like a YouTube TV joint with family, so I can just watch NFL games like that. But when it's a game that's outside of my area,
is that trouble for you?
NFL streams.
Oh yeah, no, I'm NFL streams talk. I'll say I'll be
overseas. It's just I don't
streams.
I don't like the ads. I just like if I don't have to do the ads.
Gotta get your browser game up.
I'm Windows, your PC. I'm not Windows. I'm Mac, your PC.
Hey, bro, do what you gotta do. But shit, I think we run this one pretty well.
Yeah, no, and let's transition.
We're gonna transition.
I'll
say this: I haven't been keeping time, so I'm gonna just put this at the halfway point of the pod, whatever it is.
I think we're at let's check. I have the time.
Oh, you have the time?
I do. It's 23.
Damn, Nick, we gonna be talking about this for a minute. Look, fuck, what you gonna get into it? Figure it out.
So, what the fuck is going on in the NFL?
NFL can't no hoop this offseason. I don't care what nobody
This
says,
is looking like
bro.
an NBA offseason.
Yeah, sure. I feel like this is truly one of the craziest offseason sports we might ever see. This is some soccer level shit.
This was crazy.
We can start in the AFC West. You can start in the NFC. It don't really matter.
You want to start with the big one? The big kahuna?
What's the big kahuna, Nick?
The Cleveland Browns have signed.
Traded for. And then signed. You think that's the big kahuna? I still think it's Tom coming out of retirement, bro. That changes the NFC so crazy, bro.
Not as much as Deshaun going there, though.
Deshaun still might
like we're talking
team in the AFC West.
That's building a not dynasty, I'd say, but that's building like a great foundation of a team for years to come.
They went from,
and it's the worst franchise in the NFL historically.
The Lions, but
that's close. It's close. It's close though. No, it's close.
This is what I say. They went from a potential playoff team to almost a guaranteed playoff team that's gonna make some noise. But if you look at the AFC, there's only 7 spots, and the AFC West might be 4 of them.
I feel it. No, I understand for this year, the Bucks are probably going to be better.
They've changed their whole trajectory.
But they are, in the future, my pick to come out that division. I like the Ravens. I like the Bengals.
But the Browns just have a whole
that is a different dynamic.
We'll see. They only got one wide receiver at the moment. Things got to build up. But no, getting Deshaun changes a lot. Deshaun going to get suspended this year. I feel like nobody's talking about that.
I feel like it's suspended for like 3 games, 4 games. Yeah.
Ooh.
Tom Brady cheated and got 4 games.
Calvin Ridley made a bet and got a year.
That is different. That has to do with the NFL's money because they're in bed with the gambling companies.
Hey,
so it's like you can't do that. That's literally against like what they have in place with the gambling companies. That's why he got suspended. This is different.
That's fair.
This was something that's not a crime.
This is 2 different situations.
Right.
I would not be surprised if they tried to make an example out of Deshaun.
Not gonna do it. Like how long do you think?
6 games.
Not gonna do 6 games.
6 games. I think it's very possible.
I barely think it's gonna be 4. I think it's gonna be 4 on the high end. I think it's gonna be less than 4.
I only said 3 to start with.
I honestly think it could be 2.
All right, bro. You're changing too much. I'm
going. No, from 2 to 4. From 2 to 4. You're all the way at 6. I'm like,
6. I think they're gonna make an example out of Deshaun.
That's a lot.
I think even though he's got no criminal charges, they're gonna try to make an example out of the situation.
He didn't play all last year though.
Out of his own choice.
I mean, who knows? Who knows? Like, it could have also been the NFL saying you're not playing. Like you're not playing. You don't want to play. It's like don't play him. We don't want to play him.
If we're going on,
he doesn't want to play.
If we're going on speculation, we could go a lot of places. But Deshaun had the opportunity to play at every game last season.
Allegedly.
Sure.
You know, like I don't think you just sit out the whole year for no reason and lose money. I just don't think so.
He didn't want to play for the Texans that badly.
I think it's that, and also even if you wanted to, you couldn't play.
Look, we can get into the
like you can't say the NFL's like, all right, since you don't want to play, it's like
that's
when
between him and the team.
When did he commit the crime?
That's between him and the team. I'll say if we really get into speculation, there you can really deep that when Deshaun said he didn't want to play, the allegations came out.
I just don't think. I would not be surprised if he doesn't get suspended. If he does, I can see 2 to 4.
All right.
But I don't think he's gonna get suspended.
I've been calling 6. Putting it out there.
That's wild.
Not like I don't like Deshaun. I just think Goodell.
You gonna put Case Keenum out there for 6 weeks?
Goodell, I think, bro. Case Keenum's done miracles, literally.
How long ago?
In Minnesota?
How long ago?
Bro, that's like 3-4 years ago.
That's not 3 years. That's longer than that.
Stephon Diggs was on the team, bro. Stephon Diggs hasn't been in Bill for more than 4 years.
That feels like 5 years ago.
Bro, I'm going
that
3
feels
4.
like that's 5 years
All right,
ago.
do what you want with that time.
That's like 2017.
Case Keenum was one of the better backups in the NFL. He'll last 6 games. He'll give you 2 wins at least.
So you're gonna start 2-4.
They'll be fine.
I don't think it's 6 games. I think it's gonna be at most 4.
Hey, bro, you want to find a gambling place and place the bets? We can do that. But
We'll go after.
That's a separate problem. But what if that's the biggest news? Deshaun, what's the second biggest news?
Tom.
All right,
That's what Tom is. Look,
Tom coming out of retirement is definitely an interesting story. I mean, he was retired for 40 days, so
to me, it's not news because it's just like, oh.
He technically never.
Because I really never really thought truly like it never felt that he was gone.
I was mentally prepared to watch NFL season and Tom Brady not be in it, and that was so crazy to me. But I was mentally prepared for that, and now
it's like one of the things where I'm like, all right, if this is it, I'm gonna accept it. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't know. Niggas have come back before. Niggas have literally done this.
I've seen Brett Favre come back twice. I thought he was gone. Stamp.
But Michael Jordan retired twice. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas come back. The precedent's there.
I could see him being emotional after the way he went out and just kind of going like, I need my time. But nah, I didn't think he was coming back. So here we are.
It's crazy. And honestly, like while they're not as good as they were in their Super Bowl season,
still a pretty good team.
I think Julio Jones I feel like he can be a difference maker. I just need to see him healthy. If he's healthy.
Is Julio Jones officially a Buck?
I think so.
I don't think it's official.
I think it's official.
All right, bro. You're going to make me get to Google, bro.
Get to Google. I'm pretty sure. If it's official, that's a good pickup.
I've heard that they're trying to make that work, but I have not heard it is official. But let's check the streets.
Check it.
I'm going to feed the streets.
But besides that, I mean, they still got Mike Evans. We'll see what happens with Gronk.
No, I'm not seeing nothing.
He's not there?
Let's go straight Google. I was on Twitter. But nah, I didn't see any news.
Is Ndamukong Suh still there? I think
he's a free agent.
So we'll see about that. I think they have as good of a shot as any to win the NFC, but they're not my favorite.
Nah, he's not signed to
He's
anyone.
Not signed?
No.
So retract that for now, but I think he might sign with them.
I've definitely, it would change a lot, honestly. But
besides that, like I do think that they will probably be my 3rd or 4th pick.
I feel like they gotta fix up the secondary a little bit. They got some things going on. Like you said, they're not the team that won the Super Bowl, but they're not far off. And just look at the NFC, bro.
Wide open.
I mean, it's just them and the Rams.
One of the teams that made the final might be trotting out a quarterback who hasn't played, Trey Lance. Like Trey Lance, we don't know.
They were in the NFC Championship game.
Like we don't know what he's going to be.
Oh, he's technically won a football game, but we don't know what a full season Trey Lance has in store.
So you're taking it like we don't know what they're going to be next year. That's wide open.
I do have big belief in Kyle Shanahan when it comes to calling offense, so I don't expect him to be rock bottom. No. But I do see the Rams in the if I had to place a bet now, it'd be Rams Bucks NFC Championship game bar injury. So I mean, do what you want with that knowledge.
It's hard to say the Rams are not the favorite.
They've only improved.
Yeah, it's hard.
I mean, losing Vaughn is one thing, but gaining A-Rob and still figuring they have 4 all-pro receivers potentially. That's insane.
And Matthew Stafford, I'm interested to see what he does following this.
I can only see him improving.
He's comfortable now.
Yeah, it's year 2 in Sean McVay's system. They've got better weapons. I can only see him going up for here, but we'll see. You never know with the NFL. It's a crazy storyline. But I mean, the NFC. Let's be real. Trading Devontae Adams out of it. It made it much less interesting race-wise. I feel like the Packers are not what the team.
Here's the thing, though.
Are not.
When have we ever said, besides the Devontae Adams years, when have we ever said Aaron Rodgers needs a specific receiver?
I don't think we've ever had. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is.
He's played with a lot of. He's played with a lot of.
If you look at
Tom Brady-esque receivers.
If you look at his history, he's always kind of had that guy. He had Jordy Nelson. He had Randall Cobb.
Jordy Nelson, that guy.
He had Greg Jennings for a little bit.
Was Jordy Nelson ever a top 10 receiver?
At a certain point in his career, yes.
Maybe for a year. But for the most part, what's the difference between Jordy Nelson and Julian Edelman?
Julian Edelman a little tougher.
It's I feel like they're both kind of the same level of player.
I think Jordan Nelson's probably a better route runner, but I see what you're saying. You wouldn't.
Like Devontae Adams is clearly the best receiver he's ever played
Julian lasted a little longer than Jordy. Jordy fell off a little bit, but I see what you're saying. If in peak powers, you're not missing too much replacing Jordy with Julian Nelson.
Just perfect example. What did Tom Brady do with Randy Moss? Like they had the perfect season, and then they lost in the Super Bowl, and then nothing, and then he got traded. That's the best receiver Tom Brady ever played.
Tom Brady got hurt next season.
I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm just saying that's what happened.
Randy Moss ate with Matt Castle. Nobody talks about that season.
No, but I'm saying like it didn't work out, and he left. Tom Brady went on to win more Super Bowls.
Yeah,
with lesser talent at receiver.
This discussion. Tom Brady in his best performances, best seasons, has never won anything. It's when he's the average is when he's won the Super Bowls, but that's besides the point.
And so I think the Packers,
except for the Falcons,
I think how the Packers replace Devontae is important.
I think it's huge.
They're gonna have to change their offense completely because they don't have a guy who could take defenders off the top.
A lot of people are making a big deal over like how much the offense is gonna change.
I don't make a big deal about it.
If you look at how like they're a run first offense anyway,
right.
If you look at A-Rod's numbers before Devontae versus after, I guess. Well, there's not. This is after, but if you look at A-Rod's numbers before Devontae, they're still great numbers. Like you're still Aaron Rodgers before Devontae
like
Adams.
They are a efficient running team.
They are very good running team.
And Aaron doesn't take that many risks.
They throw a lot in the red zone, but like Aaron Rodgers doesn't make mistakes.
No.
So it's like Aaron Rodgers.
He doesn't do enough when it matters. But like when it's like the regular season, you don't really want to bet against him.
The only real competition in the NFC North is the Vikings, so I think they'll make it out of that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't see them.
Their division got worse.
I don't see them in the fight for this crown for the NFC title at the moment. I think the Rams and the Bucks are in a whole different division. We'll see what the 49ers do, but like everyone else is chasing fiddle. NFC East not even in the conversation as a whole division.
The one team that fell out of contention is the Cowboys. To me, I feel like the I really am curious how this is gonna work.
I think they're gonna draft the receiver and hope this plug replace.
That's very volatile.
It's a bold
like
decision.
That's a volatile decision.
We're talking about Jerry Jones here.
Yeah, I know, but like I feel like we've been accustomed to thinking of this Dallas team like the Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott core. Like we've always thought at the very minimum they could do something in the playoffs one year.
That's what this belief is still.
And it's like we're at the tail end of it now.
I think you're already seeing the implosion of it. Amari was first. If Zeke
I don't think it's an implosion. I think that this is the last time. It's the last time we're gonna think of them as like a team that's serious in the NFC.
If Zeke doesn't show up next season, he's gone. I can guarantee.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Zeke is gone after.
This is either the end of an era or
like if they don't make the NFC Championship game, he's gone. Like I think if they make the end, that's the most successful of their iteration. I think that they would run it back again.
Just win one playoff game.
You can't get rid of Dak.
Just win one playoff game and he stays.
No. They've done that. They've done that. No, they've done that.
That's all they want at the moment.
No, they done that. They do not want that.
I know they want
no more. Cowboy fan would say they're satisfied with that.
If they look at the cap situation and it doesn't make sense, they're obviously going to cut him regardless. He plays running back. But like, if they win an NFC Championship game, they're going to try to keep that together. Or if they win an NFC playoff game.
No, not a playoff game. I feel like if they win and go to the second round and get embarrassed, no.
Embarrassed is a different story. You got to still
even lose. I mean, did they get embarrassed this year? Technically, no, it was a close game. But like the way it ended.
Hey, bro, Amari was ghost for a lot of this season.
I mean, yeah, that's true. And we don't know. I still don't know what Dak Prescott is. Would I, as a Commanders fan, I would love to have Dak Prescott. But
it's where you put him in the echelon of quarterbacks, in my opinion. We all know he's good.
Is he top 10?
Yes.
Where?
That's the question. I just said that.
I'm saying, is he like
he's toward the end of it?
Okay,
that's for sure.
Okay,
he's not up. He's not in the middle.
Definitely not top 10 for me, but he's definitely top 15.
Okay,
high on the high end of that, like maybe 12. We don't have 12 or 11
right now, Nate.
I'm not gonna rank the quarterbacks.
What we do need to do is talk about the AFC and the AFC West. How you gonna put Russell Wilson, Herbert, and Mahomes in the same division? This is video game shit, bro.
That's gonna be a battle.
Every one of their games needs to be on Monday night, Sunday night. I need it to be prime time.
Honestly, I don't know who's going to win that division.
I'm going Chargers. If I had to put money on them, I'm putting Chargers.
I like the Chargers. I feel like
Justin Herbert has only lost once to Mahomes.
I feel like it's gonna go to the mean, and we're gonna get the Chiefs again. I feel like the Chiefs are gonna figure it out.
That's fair. They just signed Juju. It's not like their team isn't like Mahomes, Andy Reid. They got that. The Chargers are gonna be like that.
I like what the Chiefs are made of, and think about it. The year before they won their chip, like tragedy struck them in terms of like they didn't get the coin toss. Tom Brady just wins.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Next year they come back. You could tell they've learned from that shit.
I mean, Josh Allen might be on the same wave.
That's true. Josh Allen's great too. Yeah. But I do think I would consider Patrick Mahomes still the best quarterback in the league. I can't bet against that.
Looking at if you look at just the historic standpoint, it's hard to bet against the Chiefs. But I don't know. The excitement's got me. The Chargers roster, it's a dream come true. Like, I love everything I see, and they're still improving the team.
I mean, yeah, but I like the Broncos too. I think the Broncos might be better than the Chargers.
From a roster standpoint, yeah, because I feel like the Broncos are truly a quarterback.
I feel like this is what the Broncos have wanted.
They've been a quarterback away for years now.
They haven't been to the Super Bowl since Peyton Manning.
It's not that far away, honestly.
I'm sorry, they haven't been to the playoffs.
The Chargers haven't won in so long.
They went with the Patriots, and they got destroyed in the Patriot game.
Rivers was the quarterback.
Yeah, that wasn't that long ago.
Nick,
that wasn't that long ago.
Nick,
that's sooner than the Peyton Manning Super Bowl.
That's pre-2010. The Phillip Rivers Chargers.
No, No. When Anthony Lynn's the coach, Anthony Lynn's first year, they played the Patriots and got embarrassed. They lost by.
Oh, that's in like the divisional rounds. That was not no AFC Championship game.
Was it?
No, that was a divisional joint.
Maybe it was you might be right about that. But
Chargers, Anthony Lynn, Patriots. But nah, the last time the Chargers have been to an AFC Championship game, Phillip Rivers was the quarterback and LaDainian Thompson was the running back.
Fair enough.
That's been a while.
I'm saying they haven't been to the playoffs. The Broncos have been to the playoffs in this entire time.
Since Mahomes has been the quarterback pretty much.
Right. So I think that this they can sneak up and win the division too. I don't think they will. I think they might come in second.
Was when they went to the divisional round and lost to they lost 41-28.
And they've been to the playoffs before that too. Like they've been successful. But relatively to the Broncos since then.
Literally been to one AFC Championship game in the last 20 years. If that's successful, then shoot, a lot of teams are more successful than I thought they were.
That's fair. No, that's fair. I'm just saying I think this year I think that the Broncos might.
I definitely see the Broncos. I mean, Russ, it's hard to trust.
This is what Russ has wanted. It's
especially Russ that's like where he wants to be in a good system. They got the Daniel Hackett's the coach. I believe he's from the Mike LaFleur. He's the Packers.
He's from Packers.
Old offensive coordinator. So really, he's from the Kyle Shanahan tree. If you pay attention to football,
right.
Either way, they're gonna run a smooth offense. They're gonna run what Russ wants to run. I'll say it's very hard to not trust Russell Westbrook. He's been reliable. Russell Wilson. He's been very reliable.
Can't trust Russell Westbrook.
That's true. But we'll have that conversation later. But like I said, what the Chargers are building, what I've seen from their coach, their defense was the reason they didn't win games last year, and they're completely shoring that up. I think they need one more receiver, maybe another running back, but I love what they see from the Chargers. I really do. So I'm picking them. If anyone's going, we call them win the division.
And you know what's crazy? We ain't even bring up the Raiders.
Nah, they got Devontae Adams, but let's be real. You look at those three. I mean, they got Chandler Jones too. That's a beast on the line. We're talking who's top 5 edges.
Is there absolutely no way that all 4 teams can make the playoffs?
No, they can all make the playoffs.
Like I feel like that's in the cards.
No, very much.
That's in the cards.
The Raiders are. If we had to really rank top 8 AFC teams, I think the Raiders make 8 at least.
I can see that. But the issue is the other divisions are actually like the AFC is crazy stacked right now. It was stacked last year. I feel like it's even more crazy.
You're not wrong because the NFC is getting worse.
It feels like how the Western Conference used to feel.
Oh yeah, with the Kobe Spurs.
Yeah, where it was like just complete. That feels like
have that feel.
It really does feel like that now.
The AFC North just obviously turned up because of Deshaun.
Even though the past 2 Super Bowl championships have been,
and the AFC East are kind of holding them down because the AFC West have the Jags, the Colts, the
Colts might get Baker Mayfield.
The Colts do need a quarterback. I don't think it's Baker. I think they need a Jimmy G, Matt Ryan type of nigga. But
Matt Ryan's a good bet too. I think that's possible.
I think Jimmy G can hand off a ball just fine.
Well, Baker got to go somewhere.
This is true.
He got to go somewhere.
Seattle looking for a quarterback.
Honestly, that would be the worst thing because
they would want him.
It doesn't replace Russell Wilson, but it is like a poor man's Russell Wilson.
Here's something.
It's a poor man's Russell Wilson, legit, because he can't run like Russell Wilson, but he can run a little bit. He can't pass like Russell Wilson, but he can pass a little bit. Like,
bro,
it's enough.
I can find a lot of people who do things a little bit like Russell Wilson.
But even like size-wise, you're running a similar offense.
Sure.
It's not too different from the mean.
Russell Wilson is way more accurate than Baker Mayfield.
That's not a question. I'm not arguing that.
So I wouldn't exactly run the same offense, but I see what you're going at in terms of play style. And
I feel like it could possibly work.
The Seattle fan base would accept Baker, I think. Because they need somebody at this moment. They got nobody.
They'll accept Carson. Well, they would have accepted Carson Wentz. They would have accepted Matt Ryan. They'll accept anybody.
They just need. I will say they don't look like a team that's trying to blow up and rebuild. I think they're actually trying to make some noise.
You got I'd say top 10 receiver in DK Metcalf.
Oof, that's a ranking.
Top 10.
Okay. We didn't really
low end.
We didn't have to really rank that receiver, bro.
But I think that you can make it because there's enough like talent there, and I've seen enough. He was hurt last year.
Where do you put Michael Thomas? He was also hurt last year.
Top 10, but on the bottom end, I put him like a rank higher than Metcalf.
We're gonna have an episode where we just list things because I feel like we do
that
a lot.
The board.
Writing that shit on the board.
They're right on the board.
Like, I'm not
writing it.
Write it on the board, Diddy. I'm not. It's too much. I'm not left-handed. It's not gonna work.
We'll figure it out.
Everyone, remember this thought before we forget it.
Please.
We're doing a listing episode. Hopefully sooner than later. We'll see. But
we'll see.
I mean, a Patriots fan here. Prayers, bro, because the Bills just keep getting better.
I don't know what y'all gonna do,
bro. We're just trying to finish second in our division at this rate. That's the goal.
I mean, I feel like that's realistic. Let's not be unreasonable. Come on now.
No, bro, but that doesn't mean top 7 in the AFC.
You say you're just trying to finish second. You're gonna finish second, like for sure. I feel like you can't like go against Bill Belichick in terms of like. I think you can make a run in the regular season.
Bro, we're saying best case scenario finish second.
Depends. I saw the Bills start not great last year. That's always. I don't trust them as a regular season powerhouse.
The Patriots, they're only going to get better in my opinion. But the Patriots honestly could have won the division last year, and we really did fold to the Colts and ruined a lot of things. And we haven't improved. The Bills are improving. We're our best case scenario, the second best team in our division.
I feel you. I don't think the gap between the Bills and the Patriots is as wide as you do. Oof. I do think there's a gap.
Do you remember Josh Allen did to us in the playoffs?
Part of me feels like, yeah, that says something.
And then we lost our best corner?
No, but that's true. But the other part of me says that happened, but that was coming to y'all. Y'all had done that to them so many times in so many games.
What's stopping,
that was needed.
What's stopping them from doing it to us twice?
A better game plan.
Oh, God.
Better game plan.
Bro, we lost our best corner. Game plan's not about to fix this. We need Jesus.
And hell, who knows what's his name? Mac Jones. Who knows what he'll do?
He needs to improve. I'm gonna be straight
I think he will. I like what he's made of.
He's got balls.
He won Rookie of the Year.
He's got balls. I fuck with him heavy. If we're gonna improve as a team, it starts with him.
Do you not trust him?
I didn't say that. I just said he needs to improve, or if we're gonna be anything.
Like, I'm not saying he's gonna be Josh Allen, but I think he can. You don't gotta be Josh Allen to win the division.
He doesn't have the skill set. Doesn't have any of that. He needs to study Drew Brees and just become Drew Brees. Straight like that. Quick passing game, accurate as fuck. Just keep throwing the ball enough. You just break enough records. Look, if we're talking landscape at AFC, pick 2 teams, AFC title game.
Last question regarding your Patriots.
You need to go skip over my question.
No, there's one question.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you still believe in N'Keal Henry?
Who?
N'Keal Henry?
Who?
You don't remember him?
I know who you're talking about. I'm just gonna keep saying who.
Damn.
What has he done?
I know, but
why would I believe in him?
The potential's there.
Potential for what?
Something.
What have you seen?
I've seen glimpses.
I've seen him block.
I've seen glimpses.
Glimpses of
something.
I've seen him legit get hurt.
How old is he?
How old is he? 25 at this rate.
I think he's like 25. I think he's
bro. He's at the end of his rookie contract. It's been 4 years in this league, bro.
I feel like
he was like 22 when he got drafted.
And who's their tight end? They just
Hunter Henry and
Hunter Henry's good.
Jonnu Smith, we don't throw the ball to.
N'Keal Harry, isn't it?
N'Keal Harry is what?
I said Henry. It's N'Keal Harry, right?
Hunter Henry's our tight end.
And then it's N'Keal Harry. They're both not named Henry, right?
N'Keal Harry plays receiver.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's 2 different names, right? Yeah. That's what I just want to make sure.
Jonnu Smith's the second tight end. We don't throw the ball.
I like your tight end.
It's trash. This is we're not talking about him. I don't understand why we're talking about him. We have literally 3 receivers better than him.
That was my question.
I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. So we'll
I had a friend who said that there's hope for him. I was trying to make sure. I'm not defending
There's
him.
hope for him on a different team. He's cut, bro. He has no reason to be here. He's our fourth best receiver.
It is kind of amazing that Bill Belichick's kept him this long.
Bill Belichick can't. It's pride. Bill Belichick can't draft receivers, so he just has to hold on to them as he makes them work.
Yeah,
it's the truth. He drafted him, so he's got to make it work. It's not working, bro. He blocks better than he catches. It's not fast.
I won't challenge you on that because I can't think of an example.
Disappointed, bro. Continue.
I think your team did really good last year.
That's not the problem. Look at what's happening around us. We're not the 7th best team in the AFC anymore.
I feel you.
This is bad.
Do you think it's impossible for the Patriots to win the division?
No, but
I don't feel that way.
I don't think it's impossible. We need to improve.
I like the Patriots in the regular season. I just do. I like what they're made of.
We know how to win games. Yes.
Like y'all had what was it? It was like a 5-game stretch where y'all look like a top team in the league.
We played a lot of bad teams in that stretch. Nick, I'm being true with you.
But that's part of the schedule.
Nick,
you got to beat the bad teams.
We're gonna beat the scrub teams. But when it comes to those big games, just the Chiefs, the Browns, even the motherfucking.
You beat the Cowboys last year, didn't y'all?
No.
Y'all lost the Cowboys.
We lost in overtime.
Y'all won a big game. Y'all beat. Oh, you beat the Chiefs. Oh, not Chiefs. The Bills. You beat the Bills.
Yes.
That was a big
game that snowed. It was a literal blizzard. We threw 3 times. We won that game because of the weather.
That's likely to happen in these areas.
Hey, bro.
You telling me there's not gonna be a snowstorm one of the games next year? That's pretty likely.
All our games need to be in New England, and we need to be praying. That's all I'm saying.
You have a great home field.
This is my story, bro. The whole AFC West. I don't know if we could beat any of those teams.
That's fair.
This is it's not looking better for us. The AFC North is getting better. Joe Burrow's slinging it. We didn't play Joe Burrow last year. He's never seen Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick's never seen him. I have no idea what to expect.
Anything can happen.
Anything. Like I said, we need to improve. We're just not keeping up. But
this is a big year for Bill Belichick.
It's very big. I don't know. He might just go off into the sunset if he realizes the situation. It's not his time. This is not the Bill Belichick era that we thought it was anymore. That's dead, bro.
I mean, did we ever think it was gonna be like anything more than this? Though?
Sean McVay has truly reinvented the NFL.
Yeah,
and it's I'm struggling to watch Bill keep up. It's the truth.
We'll see.
Look, the question I asked you: 2 teams, AFC Championship game. Who making it?
Chiefs.
That's a tough pick. Who's the second?
I struggle with this.
This is a lot of teams in the AFC.
Because I know the Chiefs are going to be there. I just know. I just know that.
Put money on it.
You know what? I'll go the Broncos.
Whew, that's a hell of a path.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it. You know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna get a conference,
we saw that
a division
NFC
game.
Title, NFC Championship game last season.
Yeah,
it was very possible.
So I think that we're gonna get
Chiefs Broncos. All right.
I think it's gonna be a crazy playoffs.
I've been very high on the Chargers pick, so I'm going Chargers. Bengals. Bengals make it back on some wild shit. Joe Burrow's team is only going to improve.
I would love that. Joe
Burrow's team is only going to improve. Maybe their run was a fluke, maybe not, but we'll find out.
I don't think it was a fluke. I just don't expect it for this year.
Raiders fans think it's a fluke. That call with the
rest. That was a close game.
That call with the rest, man.
I mean, also that play. I wonder if next year's playoffs will even like come close to what we just experienced in the. That was a crazy playoffs.
With how crazy the NFC not as competitive. I'll say this. You remember how last year's playoffs, like the wild card games were all shit? That's not what happened in the AFC this year. It's gonna be 7 dog ass teams in the AFC. That's facts. That's the truth.
I will ask you one more thing.
Go ahead.
What do you think about Carson Wentzani with the Washington Commanders?
This is my situation, right? So are
you a Commanders fan anyway?
Nah, not even close. Nah, shout out to my dad though. My man be supporting him.
You're not part of the struggle.
I saw it and I was like, that depression is not for me.
At least you caught it early.
Snyder he looked toxic from the very beginning, and something told me just get away.
He destroyed Six Flags. It's not a lie. He destroyed Six Flags.
Nick, you said that like you killed your cat, bro.
Bro, do you remember when Six Flags used to have the commercials with the old man?
Yeah, they used to be dancing.
He bought Six Flags and those stopped. Wasn't the same since.
You're not wrong about that, bro. Man fucked up.
That's what happened. He did that to Six Flags, and he's done that to the Commanders.
Just ruins everything he touches. Yeah, as long as that man's your owner, you're gonna have trouble. But this what I'll say. Carson's worst enemy is himself. He's got the arm talent. He's pretty mobile. He's truly not.
He said himself.
Yeah, Carson's worst enemy is himself.
I think it's accuracy.
Carson can make an accurate throw, and then
how many times during the game he's gonna make this accurate throw?
His problem is himself. It's consistency. He doesn't do the right thing consistently enough, and that's where you go, damn it, Carson. So if Carson just stops thinking he's a superhero, and like Kirk Cousins is known for being very conservative. Just copy what that man do and hope for the best. Kirk Cousins,
they have different games.
They do have different games, but
I feel like Carson Wentz reminds me more of like where Jameis Winston is now.
No, don't do that.
I feel like that's fair.
No, because Carson actually had an MVP caliber season. Jameis Winston.
That's a long, bro. That's a long.
That is what's keeping him in the league.
That was like 3 Tom Brady Super Bowls ago. Like, come on.
No, 2.
No.
The Falcons one comes where?
The Falcon one
goes Falcons, Eagles, Rams, doesn't it?
It goes. That was the Eagles.
No, we're talking Tampa too. I forgot about that. I'm thinking Patriots only. Disregard. Either way.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think you're right because it's the Rams. It's Rams after that, and then it's the Bucks won against the Chiefs. So right. 2.
This my situation.
That's 2 Tom Brady Super Bowls ago. That's a long time.
That season is keeping him in the lead. There's no other reason to think he's a capable quarterback without that season. So this is what we're chasing anyway.
A lot of quarterbacks have had one good season.
We're chasing that season. We're trying to get him to recreate that. Yes, he was amazing that season. He took risks, makes plays. If he can tone it down and play more like Kirk Cousins, play more conservative, less mistakes. If he doesn't turn over the ball, he's a good quarterback. As simple as that.
The one thing I can say about Kirk Cousins is he's accurate. Conservative. He's accurate.
This is true.
That's not Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is more Jameis Winston than Kirk Cousins.
But that's in the risk factor. Jameis Winston takes a lot of risk.
That's a big factor.
Carson Wentz just needs to tone down the risk. It's a whole better quarterback.
You're asking a risky ass nigga
to stop
be
taking
risky.
Risk. Yes.
That's a lot to ask.
Come here, Nick.
Are you gonna ask a lying ass nigga to stop lying?
If you put him in a scheme that doesn't call for him to take risks. I don't know if Washington will do that. They're in a pretty pass happy risk taking scheme. I'm expecting him.
We're a horrible organization for him.
That's what I was thinking.
He's not gonna do anything better because he's in a rotten environment. This is my team. He's in a rotten environment. He's not gonna there's no to me. This was the worst spot for him.
You're not painting a good picture. He was on the Colts. The Colts had a good offensive line, good run game. Still fucked that up. So I don't have high hopes. But I do know this: if Carson gets out his own ways, he'll have a good season and be recognized as a quality quarterback. But I don't expect him to actually do that. So there's hope. There's more hope than the kill Harry. I'll say that.
Is he a top 20 quarterback?
Nick, we'd have to list this out.
He's not.
We really have to list this out.
You know he's not.
I think he's 22.
I agree. But he's not top 20. And I'm like, that is... And I don't think that's moving up anytime soon.
This is the tier. You either have a superstar quarterback that you're in love with, you have a quarterback that's good but not good enough, or you have a nigga that you're hoping will last long enough till your next nigga comes through. He's not in the top 2 tiers, that's for sure. So he's obviously in the 3rd tier unless he can prove that he's good, not great. And we're just waiting for... Like I said... Carson's arm isn't the problem. It's his head. It's the decisions.
That's important.
Nick, you got what you got. And if he can just stop being stupid, you'll be very happy with what you got.
Look, I damn sure hope so.
He's better than a lot of the quarterbacks that have walked through the Washington Commanders' doors in the last 10 to 15 years.
Part of me wishes that we would have just waited.
For Jimmy G?
No, I don't think Jimmy G would want to associate with us. I think
that
Baker Mayfield would be honestly a good pickup for us. I think Baker Mayfield would be a pretty.
You want to ruin his career that bad?
We could try.
Yo,
I'm willing to roll the dice like that. Like,
Nick, stop.
You get a young former number 1 overall pick.
Baker's been through enough.
No, he has.
It's been a long offseason for
Come Baker. To DC, Baker. Come. We'll get rid of Carson Wentz. Can you do that?
No.
Could you just cut him like
nobody else is taking that contract?
What if they just made them play together? That would be wild.
2 quarterback system, make them hate each other and the team.
It would be like, you remember when they did Tim Tebow like that?
Oh God!
With Matt, was it Mark Sanchez?
Anything referencing Tebow is a bad example.
I think
we've talked football to death on this one.
Yeah, I just don't know.
I wish y'all luck. I don't know what y'all are easily the 2nd best team. if Carson just doesn't fuck it up for y'all in y'all division.
I like Jalen Hurts. I really like Jalen Hurts.
Oh,
yeah, no.
This is my thing with Jalen Hurts.
He's like a better version of Tebow.
God, that's not the compliment I was hoping for him.
But am I wrong though? Like
Jalen Hurts is a better passer than Tebow.
What I just said. He's a better version. You know, he's not like
I hate comparing him to Tebow.
In terms of like archetype.
In terms of archetype, better runner too. I don't want to do that. I'd say
he's a better version, but it's like from Charmander to like what's the middle one?
Stop! Don't do that. Don't do that. He's a Tua, but more agile and a better runner.
That's fair.
That's how I see Jalen Hurts. But at the same time, with Jalen Hurts, the Eagles have to grow as a team and like add more talent around them. I haven't seen that yet. So in my opinion, y'all easily the second best team in y'all division. Y'all defense is better than their defense.
On paper, it is.
Last
year, it didn't show itself
because it was hurt. / y'all defensive coordinator was Walden.
Niggas got to come back, be completely healthy. That's still a question mark. Like there's too many ifs for my team right now. You know,
second best team.
Like Carson Wentz got to be good. The defense got it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of ass.
The Eagles have their own ifs. Y'all the second best team until y'all prove me otherwise. It's definitely not the Giants.
I just want to see what the Cowboys do because. Look, we already seen what happened when Dak got injured that one time.
It's not pretty.
You know what I'm saying? So any key piece goes down, I don't know how the Cowboys react.
It's much easier to replace a receiver than it is your quarterback.
I don't know. I mean,
the Browns just gave up so much for a quarterback. They didn't give up that much for Amari. They gave up like a fifth for Amari.
Yeah, but they got, you know what I'm saying? What you mean? What you mean?
Gave up a fifth for Amari. Amari cost a 5th round pick.
That's sad.
It's just the market.
That's sad. I'm still curious why they did that.
The Cowboys?
Yeah.
They didn't want to pay him. They thought it wasn't worth the value.
Somebody showed his stats, like Dak's stats, without Amari, before pre-Amari.
Yeah.
Where he hadn't even thrown over for 300 yards.
Yes, that's true.
And then Amari gets there and it's just...
Amari's been a big part of Dak's development, but if they truly feel like Dak has evolved past the need of Amari and it's truly that nigga...
Do you trust Jerry Jones' decisions?
No.
Right, so I'm like, they think that.
They don't want. Hey, bro,
I don't know, man.
Justification is a lot what we do in life, and if you can justify the means, you're gonna do whatever the fuck you want.
It is the first time where I feel like the Cowboys keep niggas too long. You know, like I feel like I see Cowboy players deteriorate.
You never know it's too late till it's too late, and I think this is just one of those situations.
I feel it. Yeah. I mean, they're default number one in the division, but we'll see.
We'll see. Look, any closing notes, Nick? I feel like we talked sports to death. Shout out to anyone who didn't think we was going to talk sports.
You already know we got to get in a couple times.
Hey, bro, pay attention to NFL. You understand why. But any closing notes, Nick? You got an outro? You got something you want to say to the people?
I want to tell everybody it's crazy right now. There's a lot of shit going on. But at the end of the day, you just got to, if you pray. If you meditate, you just got to take care of yourself. You know, like whatever you do to get your zen.
Word.
Just get your zen on. That's all I'm going to say.
Word. All right.
And on that note.
That's a good note. Wait, no, you're not going to let me say nothing? He's about to just.
You asked me.
I asked you. You going to let me get my piece out there? Oh, fuck off, dude. That's it. Yeah, we out of here. Deuces.
Go ahead.
All right. Fuck off, Nick. Fuck off. Nah,
no, go ahead.
I'm saying my piece. Look, I'm gonna end this bitch on a controversial note.
Oh shit! He about to call out Biden.
Nah, right.
Go ahead.
He say, I couldn't even start it right. He say, she say is a very dangerous game. Lives get affected by it, and I know everyone wants to be a judge, jury, and executioner, but sometimes. You gotta accept the facts that we might never know the truth on certain situations, and that's just how I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. I'll say this: how do you rank putting someone in jail for something they didn't do? Where is that on your list of sins, crimes, whatever? So that's my controversial outro. I'm gonna catch you when I catch you, Nick. You know the vibes. Go ahead, say what you need to say.
You know what? I'm just gonna drop that beat. Let's go.
Drop that beat. Yeah. Hey, Nick, I come with that heat.
Bye.